Okay. Go.
Are we on? Is there any
Sunday fun day is underway. There we're gonna get started into the center part of the mat side. And where you find your feet about midway parts. Relax your body, ease yourself, and then two solid. Draw your shoulders up towards the knees. Open your palms face. Put those fingers nice and long. And then draw the elbows backwards. If we can open up our shoulder blades, serve those hands forward and draw those elbows backwards. Keep a good deep breath. Incorporating the inhale as you reach forward, and exhale as you pull back. Now change the breathing. So next pull back, inhale, fill out of the chest, and next go out. Palms together, send hands over heart. Take your feet out a little wider. Open up the toes, go to the body for the breathing. I like you to just slowly introduce a squat. Like a plie. Slowly out, slowly down. Explore. Figure out where you are right now. The body's more accepting of it. See if you can deep and see if it's not. It's your practice. So just figure out what's working for you. Stand up now. Well, meet that standing position. Let's sweep those feet, facing forward. Let's bring the hands straight out in front. Once again, kind of sending and slower, raising back. Rest and stuff. Bring the arms in. Sweep down and back. Sweep up 3 rods. All me to stand, sleeves on it, standing feet. Incorporate the body with us. Exhale. Put the upper body roll down. This is our first inverted position. You need some more than bring forearms on the thighs. Fingers to the floor if it's possible. If it's not, just find what's best. Take an effort to draw your feet backwards. Now rock your fingers slightly forward. Inhale, extend your spine along the neck. As you exhale, let that all flex down. As good as articulation. The breath. Inhaling as you extend. Exhaling as you pull. Bring some calmness, nice long extended neck. Final pause. Make an effort to bring as much weight there. Back into the heel of the feet. Go top, feet backwards. All right, now step those palms of yours into the shins. Push the palms through the shins, but make sure the elbows are rotating and extremely rotating. Roll that spinal column and neck. Bring that back of yours into the tabletop. Slight bend in the knees while that back remains extended. We go it again. Sweep the raise the arm. Big, cool, finger skyward. Feel the lungs and the moving pattern, holding with the elbows blowing high to the sky, spine and neck. Now, all sections of the body, arm. And palms put them. All that. Rotate. Excellent forward. Step back. Step forward. Knees down to the earth. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Let that push your arms. Spiral off. Elbows differently. I think it's chin. Pull it into the neck. I can double up the chin. Front part of the body. A nice elevation back to the head. Rotate force of the wrist of the arms. Let it drop in between the arms. Spiral the elbows inwardly. Back the head and tailbone. Arch to the sky. Elbows in the air. Exhale. That nice flexion of the spine. I'll be full of this. They can see your belly button. Up and in. Spine. Down. Feel the heart there. Exhale. Let's find imaginary strength in the center part, middle back. In fact, we're really going to have like your head descend off the body once the earth. And take your this kind of grounded inward up to the belly button. Very nice and tight. Spinal column. Enjoy it for a second. Forward, reverse this, go back to the so they can possibly wave pattern. Flex down, extend. Brought back towards the heel. You need to push the knees down, straight the knees, bow down, everything's good. That's nice. Back and down position of the hips, so they can bring flexion to the spine. Position. With this Cali position, flow onto the arms, let the torso descend into them. Tailbone and back of head, back arm and chin in. Bring those to the sky. All the way up the belt. And then reach that spine. Press the hips back. Now that we have our movement pattern established. At the bottom of your body. Neck, spinal column, same element. Over this now, walk the hands back. Put the bad knees, we can go this, you can just remaining at the bow, but the right knees, bring those. Raise the gaze, serve out the hands. Again, kind of practice earlier. Going to go the same motion. Forward. Bring a little bit of balance to the push forward, much extension. Have a nice and lengthy hips. Out of the chest, inhale, drop back. You can inhale as you draw back out of the chest. Hands over hearts. Raise back up. Warm up our gluteal muscle. Out. Flex. Up, nice upright position. And going down, back on the ball forward. Nice wider width. Position of the palms, a little wider than shoulder width. Now the chest is locked in with the arms, and we can take the head and fall off the body. Take the left leg and step it back. So a tripod position, yeah, toes tucked under that back finger standing up. Bring it as much straight as you can. Now let's bring the back of the head up so we can plate through that spinal column. Engage the muscle, chain of muscle. Hold that. Now you can take the heel of that left foot. Slowly raise it to the sky. Slowly tap the nose. Raise it up. Send that knee back. Start it. Leg extended straight, heel raising stop. Noticing any translation to the side of your body. Get that under control. Best you can. Turn that right knee back to cat. Reversion. Couple repetitions. Ready. Both the knees, both hips up and back, and into an abbreviated down dog. I say abbreviated because hands will get a little closer together. Try to drive the heels to the earth, find some straightness through the knees. And let's start reverse walking the plank all the way back to an inverted position. Now extend, go flat back. Exhale, fold. In this folded position, remain inverted. Let's drop back to the booty. Take the ball of each big toe, push it into the mat. Bring straightness as much as you can to the knees. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Hold on there, try to draw back. That's a little more. Let's walk the fingers forward. Feel a nice opening to those strong lat muscles of ours. Try to remain pressure free through the neck. You can wiggle the head a little bit. Take a big fill of air. Exhale it. Relax that spinal column. Pilates style. So the hip rotates under. And then we stack vertebrae by vertebrae, all of them standing, and then salute. And son of ours. Separate the fingers nice and wildly and use them to pull everything skyward. Big fill of the lungs. Exhale, let the arms ascend. Draw the shoulders up. And then let them settle down and nestle over the palms. Elbows draw backwards as we crowd out the chest. We're going to hip hinge by chopping through the hips and keeping everything upper body wise, just as it is in this folded position. Get the tabletop back. You're going to bring the ball of each big toe, push it into the mat, and bring straightness to the legs. So a nice pull, hopefully, through your hands. As you inhale, raise that body. Salute the sun. Drop those hands with the hearts. Take the right foot, step it up. And you're going to bring the heel of that back to it skyward. Make sure we don't have any inward or outward rotation. Skyward. Best you can, of course. And with that back heel, I'm going to ask you to push to the earth and then push up under the toes. Begin to work those lower leg muscles. Do so with a cadence that's slow, controlled. If you want a little more effort, you can always use the front leg and push it backwards and put a little more load to that calf if you want. To try to maintain a vertical orientation of the body. But if you have lower back issues, you might want to lean in a little more. Find out what's appropriate for your body. All going to meet in that high heel position. Extend the arms forward. Now, loading into that right cheek. Anytime you need to take a break, listen to your body. Now, pressing this by raising the arms. And as we sweep the arms down, we open the palms, they transition past our body. Sweep forward and up, transition back in. So open as we sweep back. And rotate inward as we sweep forward. Explore the range of motion. How far back can you go? How high can you reach? Noting that right cheek for a while. If you need to take a break, just a reminder, that's an option. Next, reach up. Walk those hands over hard. Take that front foot and explode it backwards. Stand. And guess what? You get to switch sides. Left foot steps forward. High on that back heel. Feel the center. It rises back up. And we go through a few reps. Vascularizing the blood flow into those lower leg muscles. And when we're ready, or if we're ready, we can use push back to create more load. Your choice. All need the high heel position. Arms extend forward. If you want more load, you can always reach, lean in more, and if it's too much, you can always back off. Raise the arms. Begin to move this progression. How high can you reach? How proud can you make that chest? Far back can you sweep? Try it. See what happens. If it's not for you, fine. At least try. Reaching high, hands sitting over hard. This time we're going to push off the back foot. Come forward. Spread those feet nice and wide. Toes angle out. Get used to that downward descent. We've got a few squats to go through here. One of the most active joints, what should be one of the most active joints, joint sequences. It's your ankle, knee, and hip. Its function, their function, often determines what happens in the upper body, lower back position. So as we work through this, explore some range of motion, find body appropriate, find the challenge, of course. Body appropriate challenge. See how low you can go. When you rise up, continue through these ups and downs. Take the ball of each big toe, push them into the mat, raise, just find whatever way you need in the foot, wherever it is, just go it. But explore it, how low can you, how much over you can take. Last couple repetitions. Push with the heels as we raise, ball of big toe as we descend. Raise up to standing, step for speed in, sweep the arms to the sky, big in, up, power, exhale, forward, hands arrive upon that earth as we step back to the front. Bring the knees to the earth, allow that upper body to descend vertebrae. We're going to push back up the shoulders. We find a grounding of our hips or elevation of the earth. Whatever your flexibility, that's one of them. Now, draw back, flex the spine, float those hips all the way back to the heels. Get a nice lat pull You know, walk the fingers forward a little more. Now, if your head is falling off your body, in other words, if your forehead is touching the mat, try to re-engage, pull the back of the head skyward. Float forward. Float the hips forward, allow them to descend like a nice rounded back. Lengthening that spinal column, lengthening through the neck, allowing the torso to drop it, open and proud of the chest. Bring close into the spine, bring both those hips back. You have your movement pattern. Follow it through for a couple more repetitions. First speed. All right, all lean back, all forwards, hands under shoulders and knees under hips. And bring some nice width to the knees. Enough to allow the backs of the feet to find place on your mat. The tops, I'm sorry, the tops are going to get back in place on that. With that now, draw the hips backwards. Take them into a modified child's pose. Strong forearms, hips descending towards heels. Spinal columns relax, so is the head. You can let it fall when it needs to. Just chill out your breath. Right now, the stretch is all about the shin. Nice, thank you. Also short for this resistance. That's fine. Allow them to relax. Short enough, simple. Extension. Next breath. Back. Hands under shoulders. Sorry, knees up. Pulling hips out of the sky. Driving the heels to the earth. The heels driving into the earth as you reverse your leg walk. Inward. Inhale and spin. Exhale, fold. Body pelvic fluid tucking under each vertebrae, spinal column, from the face, all the way to the top, stacking. Find standing position. Arms, bottoms, up. Big inhale, powerful exhale. We're going to come sideways onto the mat. If you find once the body goes, just enough to you toes forward, your best foot together. Long back. Age that strong 6 go forward, hands on hips. I like you to notice your body transition forward. Weights bearing foot, shift to the toes, remain the same. Sleep, push to the heels. So let's try that again. Back up. Slow right answer. It's an optimal weight need. That is it's balance. Bring forearms, knees, that's it. Under, out, go back to the beginning of the rubber. And need support. Place the body inside the sky. Or standing. Figure it out. And Right. One shoulder width apart, almost like you're cupping something with your hands on top. Sorry, cupping a grape with your hands on top. Draw back down, give you more pronounced weight. Hands are sufficient. Arms are down. Forward enough. You can really go back. That's your best effort. Trust yourself. And spine and neck extended. Find a little more to go back. Make me experience it. All of it. Muscles up again. Short. Again, sitting. Neck. Right. Process. So forearm to the arms, take the right arm, reach it straight up and say, arm to facing the curve. That arm moves out, your shoulder decides to visit your ears. Gain a little control by pulling it down to reach your face. Now, shoulder, rotate to the sky. Follow along. I want to make sure we're not driving the arm and shoulder out at the end, send back that point it's object. Switch to the opposite side. Raising up shoulder. Raise from the side. From side to side. Question. Great bearing. Then. Possible go back much weight. Go back. That's fine. Back back over the hands. Feel those ones there. Powerful. Exhale. Flex. The body stop. Pelvic rotation. Back.
I have my I have to say, it's not surprising. Front on getting brain feet a little wider than the front. Look at rotation of the hips. So bring hands on hips. And slowly, not to the side, but side to side. Upper body nice and long. Throw our heads active pattern, almost like this. Imaginary straight. Every vertebrae, your spinal column got push out a little more, but you lean side to side. Now we're going to get whatever rotation. Right. Draw back the right hip. Back all the way to the left side. And then we're going all the way to the right. Work the leg, lateral, side body muscle. For this view, center and the ball. Bring hands over hearts and isometric technique, not with really for me, but plus it with notice that we are just not locked into that. That's the perfect line. That's strong. That out. And forward. Engage that six. One more. Lower back support. Big kick. Fire off. Big strong. Draw back the hips, reach the hands forward. Raise the arms so that get some of the upper back muscles a little more loaded in the lower muscles about the hips. And stand tall, rise the arms. Draw back the elbows. Reverse it to the floor. So now we're going to move to the center, moving the feet inwardly. Draw back the elbows, chest is proud. Neck, arm, chop through the hips and the floor. Take an effort to squeeze and pull those legs together. Inhale, raise up. Goes out. Exhale, pull. Run through that sort of repetitions. Pulling together as we raise. Out as we pull. Elbows always reaching for the sky. Spinal column neck. Long. Standing position. Step the feet forward, bring hands to the heart. Push high to the sky, get the palms together as we bring the bottom of the fingers, arms to sandwich shoulder heights. We make this movement happen. Other times our body, muscle memory likes to bring interpretation. This is not interpretive dance. It's specific muscle. We're going to lock down the hips, rotate the shoulder. Best you can, right? Keep the line of the hands. Center, chest, shoulders, neck, working the spinal rotators. Those would be interior, rotator muscles of the spinal. A little bit of range doesn't have to be great, but muscles to be broken. It's require a lot of effort. Slowly move. Back to center. Release the hands. Step the feet in. Comfortable. Push the hands to the sky. Powerful inhale as you exhale to get down to the mat.
It's 9:17.
Wow, lots of time. It's not 6-7. All right, if you remind yourself, lying down on your mat, step your feet in as close to your booty as you can get them. Now, before we start, I'd like to flatten out the shoulder. It's a lot of times we ride on the ridges. I like to just find a nice relaxing, almost like you're sleeping on the comatose type position. You're going to crowd out the chest. You're going to hollow out the belly, and the purpose of bringing the feet in close is so we can find an experience where we can touch the skin below back on your mat. So this is called it rocking. So your pubes, if you roll it forward, you feel the top lift of the skin off the mat, and if you pull it up and in, that low back, that extension will allow that touch. It may not happen. Some of us have a little more occlusion or extra occlusion with the muscle and bone, but as best you can, find that extension, touch. If you can achieve it, great. If you cannot, it's still great too. You're going to hollow out the belly, pulling it in towards the spine. Often when we engage the belly, we find strict to be neck. So I want you to just relax, chill it up. To keep that nice engagement. I like to bring your hands directly up over your chest, reaching to the sky, and if your shoulders popped, the blades popped up, just flatten them out. And slowly extend. Now, when I say extend, I want you to grab an imaginary grapefruit in each hand. So you're cupping. You keep that cup as we bring the arms, elbows uncompromised. They're nice and long and straight as best you can. Pull through this. When I say pull, because those imaginary grapefruits have springs attached that are pulling away. This whole movement pattern, we
Raise the arms back up over chest. So we're gonna add some breath, inhaling slowly. The arms reach backwards. Exhaling slowly as the arms return back. New movements from the body. You find protective measures taken by the body. This is a very secure movement. So if you're compressing the neck, chill out. One knee, hands up the chest. Extend the legs all the way. Point the toes, and then bring flexion. Pull the toes in towards the shin. Let's take those cupped hands and make them straight fingers. Let's drop your chin into your chest and slowly begin to feel out the upper, middle, and the lower vertebrae of the spine. Yeah, that's stand and back. Exhale, spine slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Imprint each the sense of the upper body. And then cup the hands, sweep those long, straight arms back, flat shoulder blades, pull backwards, peripheral view of the arms and the eyes is perfect. It's achievable. So if you've gone lower than that, just raise them up so you can kind of see them a little bit. Reduce some of the stress in the shoulder. As the arms sweep forward over chest, hands extend straight. Chin drops in the chest, pull out the style, raising them. Between the sacrum and the spine. And then those arms descend. Push forward. Inhale, extend, go flat back. Walk the hands back in. Stop. Give it your own step. What's on the agenda today? Oh, a little bit of my eyes. Now, extend tall. Proud chest. Arms are just going to find a nice resting spot. Really bend in the elbows. Pull in, double chin, double likes it, but everyone thinks it. Skip for a neck. Pull them in, back to that process. Supporting that part of this final part. Holding this for top of the breath. That's nice and proud. What happens with our blood start to go. Like we're working on that's all. It's not part of that. Sorry.
I have a complete guitar slipper and a partial tear in my leg. I have some growth on my shoulder. And I have a bonus for the shape. You're going to do it orthoscopically, but when they opened up, they decided that I could do it bigger. But the doctor said everything was wrong. Part of the day was the first 3 days after the start. And the other parts, I am going to visit 3 times a week, but all we do is the strength part of that start. So I'm getting cleared by the doctor at the 16th. How is your shift?
I think it's yeah. Having engagement and activation of the eye. Reach that left out, high in the sky, rotating, slide, base, and low, all the way on that right arm, pushing. Arms assist the little movements we basically rotate through side to side. Nice and slow.
You're out of time.
Awesome. That's great. That was great.